Hi, hello, and welcome to another video, and welcome to the first TBR of January. Not just of January, of 2026. It's been a while since I did a TBR video. I just needed to focus on finishing some series. So that's what I have been doing. But now we are back at picking from my TBR cards. And let's just say that there are like a few different things that basically is going to happen. So the first one is basically that before I had up to once I reached like 1,000 points, I was done. I had decided to basically do less and basically have once I reach 500 points, just because I want more, let's call it freedom to pick my books. I want more freedom to, pick what books I am actually going to get to. And, if I feel like something, then it's not always that I can, because once you reach 20 books, you have such a large number that I just figured out we are going to do 500. So you have some more leeway on what I'm reading every month. But I have now stacked this just around, and so we are ready to do the first round, and we are going back to the old way and pick something. So I don't know what I will be getting. So I'm going to put the stack down, and we are going to pick the top one. Let's just see what it says. So, don't really know if you can see that. Okay, so this is the final book support group. So Steph from Steph Loves basically has this final book support group, and this is basically what was something that I have decided to have on some of the cards, meaning that it has to be in a series. So this is continue a series. So this is continue on with the series that you have started, meaning that we will have less options for this because we haven't actually, started anything new. So that is going to be very interesting. So I don't think I have any that I haven't. Ooh. I do think I have one that I definitely can do. That is in a series. It's companion, but it is in a series. I just need to see when it comes out. So this one is said to come out in, it says December 30th, but I will probably get it early January. And that is In Your Dreams by Sarah Adams. And this one is in a series. It is in the When in Rome series. It's going to, finish off that series. I do think it will finish off that series. But let's face it, I am going to read this no matter what. So why don't I just put it on my TBR, and it will fit so well with this. And just read a book once I get it. And if you have seen, I am doing the 75 book challenge, but this one I pre-ordered because I had to get this, so I will get this to me. And so I pre-order, which this is something I had to have it. I have pre-ordered it and I can't wait. So, next one is also in a series. So, the final book support group, new release. That one would have fit really well with that one. Do I have a new release? So, can we just say, I don't have a new release that is in a series that I can't wait to, continue on with. So I am just going to do something because it's my game. I am going to choose in your dreams for new release, just because I have to have it on here. But I don't have anything to choose from for a new release in January that comes out like pretty soon that I can pick from. That means that I will have to have another book for the like continue a series. But that is kind of not a problem, just because I am working on a series where I am basically, a lot of the times I am reading a Temperance Brandon book. So as far as I can tell, I will rather be on Death du Jour or Deadly Decisions. So I will probably be on Deadly Decisions. So I'm going to put that one on my TBR, on my January TBR. And obviously, if I am on a different one, it just has to be in this area. So, but I do believe Deadly Decisions will be the one that I will actually get to. So let's pick another one. Another one? So apparently it wants me to start series. Okay. Define the book support group, comic, graphic novel, or a manga. You know, me, since I am not going to buy any books, I will have to kind of go with something that I can read. So why don't we, should we go with One Piece? Should we do that? Go with One Piece? Just because we are on book 3 there, volume 3. So why don't we just go with that? And I do think Libby has them, so I don't need to buy them. And that's great, you know, just finishing off that series. Not finishing off that series, continuing on that series, and just, you know, just because overall I really like One Piece. So, yeah. Let's see. If this another final book support group? No. Okay. Let's see what this one says. Step sibling romance. Not what I really wanted to read this month. But it's worth 100 points. So let's see what I can find. Okay, so this is actually one that I own. Not own. But that I have on my Kindle. And that is Fallen Too Far by Abby Glines. This will start a new series, but I will see. If I don't like this series, I'm not going to continue on with the series. But it's a great, you know, thing to read what I have on my Kindle, because that's a lot. So yeah, Fallen Too Far. I don't really, I can't say anything about this book, but it is on like, I usually just search something and then find lists on GoodReads. So I don't know much about this. I just know that it has been recommended some places, and let's just go with it. So next one, let's see if we get something weird again. Don't know what it says. A book recommended from your sister. So let's just say that this one I have to read before she gets here, but she basically sent me these books with my mother and says you have to read them. So the first one will be a reread, but I don't remember shit from this series. This is Glitch, and basically you have 3 books in this series, so it's a trilogy. This is the first one, Glitch. So I still have some time, you know, before she comes here. But Glitch, we are reading that. First one as my physical that I that I have right now, but it's going to be great. I read it like online somewhere, and I just, yeah, it was just like, oh, you had this for not too long, and you had to read it pretty quickly. So we are definitely reading this. Is like a little bit over 300 pages, so it shouldn't actually take that long, but we are going with Glitch. So next one, we are 275 points. So next one is this one. I don't even know if you can see what it says. A TV show you watch chooses your next read. That's difficult. But I mean, one thing that I am watching is I definitely have some sort of horsey or I almost said horsey thing going around, so like some sort of horse show of some kind. I don't have that many to choose from when it comes to this. So I have to say that the only book that I can actually think of that has horses in any way that I currently have on my shelf is going to be Strung Along. And this is the first in a new series that I am going to read for this year. So Strung Along, I don't really know anything about this. It's a nice cover, that's all I can say. And yeah, so I do have a lot of cowboy romances that I really want to try and get to this year, because apparently that's all I read at this current point. So yeah, let's just go with this and see. So yeah, there are a few more. We're at 300 points. So the next one, I don't even know if you can read what it says. Middle grade. Okay. That's more difficult, let's just say that. So I don't know, more like children, middle grade, something. I do know that I have the third book of the Saddle Club. I do think this is more like a children's / middle grade book, but we do actually have that. I know that I have it on my Kindle, so we can just, you know, continue on with that series. It is a series that I have been wanting to, you know, continue on with. I loved the Saddle Club as a kid, but I have not read the books, so let's go with that. And this one, I don't know. I just know that they are like 12, 13. Don't know much more than that, so let's go with that. Next one. Can you even see that? I don't even know if you can see what it says. Includes cooking. Okay, so this took me longer than I wanted to. Let's just say that. And this one is called Recipe for Mr. Right. So I don't know how this is. Let's just say that. I had to search just everywhere where I actually, you know, have books or anything. And yeah, so this is what I'm currently putting on here. To be honest, it might change if I find something else. It just was a little difficult to even find something that I even had, you know, interest in, that I can, you know, not buy for the moment, but also like has as an audiobook or something in those lines. So yeah, but it might change, but yeah, it's just something that I can do. So let's pick the next one. Don't know what that says. Inspired by mythology. And also this is 75 points and we are at 500. So we don't actually have that many, but inspired by mythology. Just to make it easier on myself and choose what I have, we have Athena's Child. This I had on my TBR or on my Kindle for like, I don't know how many years. But we can pick that. So I think that is the one that I'm going to go with. It's short, so it shouldn't be that big of a problem. And, you know, then we will get some more of my of my Kindle, of my TBR, and yeah. So that's the one that I will be choosing. So far, we only have these two books that I currently own. We'll get a third one, but I mean, yeah. So that's kind of it. I don't think there is anything else to kind of say. And yeah, I will probably, if you want more like what I am reading to the daily, you should definitely check out the 75 book. It will be on like short form, so I will have it on YouTube Shorts and also on Instagram. and you can just go in there and see. And I will basically talk more about what I am, getting to, what I am reading. So yeah, that was kind of it for this video. So I hope you liked it, and I will see you next time for another one. Bye!